Be prepared for highly offensive language. Tonight, Cameron takes the plunge.
Just take a deep breath. Don't overthink it. Just take a deep breath.
So what if I bottle it?
Well, you got to do it now.
This is very awkward and uncomfortable. I don't quite know how I'm going to say it. I've tried to be as open and honest as I can be, but obviously there's been one part that I've really been struggling with. I understand that when I say what I'm about to say, obviously your reaction is all going to be a little bit different. And I can't actually say the word because I don't know why. But I'll just spell it out because it's probably the easiest way for me to do it. And I just hope you will sort of think of me the same way.
Day 24, 9:30 a.m. It's nominations day in the Big Brother house. New housemates Isabella and Hussein can neither nominate nor be nominated. Yesterday, Thomas spent 300 big coins on immunity, meaning he too cannot be nominated.
Nominations day. Okay.
Nominations day, how does it feel to not have to worry?
It feels so fucking weird. I'm just living my fucking life, honestly. It feels so weird. It's like kind of I'm looking from the outside on the situation.
But you still have an impact.
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to be very few nominations this week will put you up, so...
I think that might tip the scale.
100%.
Any, meeny, miny, mo. Who the fuck is gonna go?
Girl.
That's the question.
Brooke and Sean are talking about Hussein.
And that's the thing, I feel like I could get on with him in another world if you just stop it. Do you know what I mean? You're already here. You don't need to keep proving yourself. But it reminds me like the boys in school who would hang around with the cool boys and constantly like
just a bit
tagging along a little bit. That's what he's doing a little bit.
I want him to bring something, even if it's bad stuff. I want to see it. Don't be false advertising.
Zoe has got a confession for Kian.
Sorry if I were a bit quiet yesterday. I was getting emotional and this and other, and if I'm being honest, I felt a little bit like he'd just dropped me. And I was like...
Oh, really?
Yeah. I said I love that he's doing that for her because he's making her feel really welcome and, like, involved and stuff. I said, but I don't think he's my best friend
I am
anymore.
your face friend. You're always my number one in here, Zoe. Always. I just want to face friend you back. No, I didn't. You're always my number one
So
inside here.
then, after that, you'd say, oh, Izzy, you're my favourite girl. I'm like, I used to be. I used to be that.
Zoe, I went round on the first night and showed her the fire exits. So does that not show how much of a loser I am? You feel better now today?
I feel better for telling you.
Yeah, it wouldn't have bothered
Loads
me.
better.
I apologise for making you feel...
No, don't apologise. You were just being nice and I didn't like it.
If anyone else comes in the future, I'll just be a cunt.
12:09 p.m. Cameron has noticed something about Hussein.
It's just like you feel uncomfortable and awkward with him constantly walking around trying to have a fucking conversation.
That's what he's doing it for.
I know, and I'm going to give him the fucking reaction. I can see that. I'm going to give him exactly what he fucking wants. Because he's pissing me off. Every fucking place you go, he's walking around, pacing around people, like he fucking owns the place. He acted like a complete prick in the thing today, I can tell.
What?
He's acted like a complete prick in the nomination thing.
Main observation.
Who, what, when, how, where?
The reason why Cameron's so miserable is because of Lewis. I feel as though Cameron isn't enjoying himself.
It's like an overload of information and stuff.
as much as he should be because of him. I don't know. I just feel as though...
He is enjoying himself. I just don't think...
I don't feel as though he is. He's feeling fucking miserable all the time.
I just feel like Lewis is a little bit too intense for Cameron, who's 18.
Why, do you think Lewis is negative or not?
100%.
I don't think he's negative. I just think it's too much deep conversations for a young
no,
man.
But
He's too intense. Like, Cameron's 18, you're in the Big Brother house. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the experience.
I know, but...
Instead, he's following...
Stop, because I don't want...
Instead, he's following people. Like, he's following him around all the time. It's fucking irritating.
I just feel like let him live through some of this stuff before you tell him about it.
I'm with you on that one.
I like Lewis. I just want to have more fun than deep conversations, really.
Yeah. Deep conversation and meditation. Fucking boring.
Oh.
Oh.
2:12 p.m. Housemates have been gathered in the living room for this week's nominations.
This is Big Brother. Can Akeem come to the diary room?
Go, Daddy.
I think the enthusiasm's gone now. First nomination, everyone was like, yeah!
So it made you go funny even though you're not doing it? It's made me go really funny.
Just feel a bit anxious.
Yeah?
No. Anxious.
I'm like this.
Anxious?
So I start doing when I get stressed a bit.
Yeah, wait till Friday, then you're going to see what anxious really means.
Hello, Akeem. Could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My first nomination is Lewis. The reasons for this is when we were on the return flight back from China, immediately he said, I can't do this. He gave up and he walked out. I felt like he didn't consider other people's feelings at the time because there was a task at risk. At the end of the day, I give 110% in tasks and I expect others to do the same. And I just really wasn't happy with it. My second nomination has to be Cameron, and the reason for this is because the other day when we were on the plane, we were given a task to learn Mandarin, so I was learning that. I know I was a bit loud. And then Cameron approached the situation to say, can you shut the fuck up, please? And I feel like that's very disrespectful. Yes, I understand he's an 18-year-old and I get that, but at the same time, I think he needs to understand sometimes that if you are going to approach situations, you do need to do it in a respectful manner. And that's the reason why I'm nominating Cameron.
I spell with my little eye something beginning with B.
Badge.
No.
Yeah,
B. B.
Badger.
Boobies.
No. Bastards. Bitches.
No.
Ball sack.
No.
Badger.
No.
That was quite quick.
Beanbag.
Clue. There is more than one.
Is it in this room?
This is Big Brother.
Brooke.
Would Brooke come to the diary room?
Go, Brookster.
Come on now, Brooke. Is it in English, Polish or Italian?
It's in English and it's very basic.
Balance?
No.
Can you move it?
No.
Buttons.
Yay!
Fucking yes.
Buttons.
My first nomination is Lewis. He made me feel really uncomfortable with how he treated Kian when he kind of undermined his feelings that he had expressed, because I know better than anyone how hard it can be to voice those things to people who you know aren't going to feel the same way. So for it to be undermined by someone who's never been through it, probably never will understand it, it was really, really upsetting for me to watch. I love Lewis. I'm really close to him, but then I also feel like there's another side to him. My second nomination is Akeem. He's not a game player, he just wants to win. He's competitive, and that comes into everything, and not just the tasks, but into the house as well. And I think that he is prepared to be fake friends with people to win.
My first nomination is Akeem. He's definitely playing up to the cameras quite a lot. And a prime example was this week in the shopping task when we were on the plane. We'd been on there for 3-4 hours. Everyone was getting very irritated, and as soon as the Mandarin thing came out, he saw it as a chance to be over the top, be a bit dramatic and play up to the cameras, and was just annoying everyone with the volume and the way that he was saying the words. And obviously I reacted because I was irritated by it. My second nomination is Kennelly. She's coming across very loud, no sort of respect for other people in the bedroom in the evening. I know she's having fun, and I'm happy that she's having fun, but there has got to be that level of respect. She's been involved in a couple of arguments this week, which I think she's taken out of proportion, and she's made the situations a lot worse than they needed to be. For example, on the plane with Isaac, she blew up the situation to something that it really didn't need to be. And it just made a very uncomfortable and awkward atmosphere for everyone on the plane, including myself.
Coming up.
I'll just spell it out, because it's probably the easiest way for me to do it.
Do we ask you a question?
Yeah, please.
Cameron, are you gay?
(2:47 p.m). Housemates have been nominating for the past 35 minutes. So far, Akeem and Lewis have 2 nominations each, while Cameron and Kennelly have 1. Next to nominate is Cian.
OK, my first nomination is Lewis. We've kind of had a troubled week, maybe we've had some colourful conversations of such, but he made me question what I had done and made me question myself, which annoyed me that he had the power to do that to me. Instead of just listening to Cameron and helping Cameron get to terms with what was bothering him, I felt like he wanted to make me feel like shit about it all. He succeeded. He did make me feel quite low and quite insecure, and he definitely increased my paranoia in a situation where I already woke up really paranoid because of my big mouth. My second nomination this week is for Akeem. Akeem can be a bit of a people pleaser, and if something is bothering you, say it. It's not that big of a thing. Maybe it's in his character or whatever, but it obviously is questionable in an environment like this. When you are people pleasing so much, it's like better for him to be honest and more truthful and be himself to get far in the house, rather than just not being 100% truthful and using his voice.
My first nomination is Lewis. He's very temperamental and he's quite negative in this past week, and he's caused a few arguments, and he turns some things way too serious when they don't need to be. He just makes me feel sometimes on edge, and I just would rather not be around him, really. My second nomination is Akeem, because last week with the nominations, he sort of waited till after the nominations to get something off his chest that he had been lying about, and it just made me feel that, you know, he might not be genuine, and I'm not sure if I want to be as close with him as we previously was.
My first nomination is Kennelly. She's annoying, she's rude, she wakes me up, she keeps me up at night when I'm trying to sleep. She's immature, she's loud. It wouldn't bother me if she left. It would not bother me if she left. For me, she brings nothing to the house apart from standing on me whilst I'm sleeping and waking me up. It's disrespectful and inconsiderate. I don't want to share a house with someone like that. The second nomination for me is Sian. Me and Sian aren't that close, we barely speak. We've never really been that close. I know she does a lot of the housework and cooks for a lot of the other people, but I cook for myself and I clean up after myself. We barely have a conversation, and when we do, she speaks over me. The house is getting smaller now. The house is getting really small. You've got to kind of look at people and think, who would I miss if they left? And I wouldn't miss Sian if she left because we're not that close. Everybody else I have conversations with. That's it.
So my first nomination is Lewis. He is a very deep, emotional person, which is the opposite to me. It does annoy me. It can get quite angry in situations that really shouldn't affect you as a person, and that affects everyone in the house, as he then puts a downer on the mood sometimes. We know that we wouldn't be mates on outside, so what's the point in making a fake friendship in this house?
Might just take a walk around the garden for a laugh.
They'll call you back in.
See what they're saying.
What a rebel.
What is he doing?
Going out.
If the whole house gets punished, I'll be fuming.
Sian, just bear with Big Brother a moment. This is Big Brother. Hussein should return to the living room immediately.
No, not going. I want to take a walk.
We're allowed to go down nominations now.
Child.
He's not.
It's all for a bit of fucking attention. It's pathetic. Don't give it to him.
It's the same voice.
Ignore him.
Get him back in, Isabel.
No, just leave him. Don't go
Leave him. He wants it. He wants the attention. He
Like
wants
a
someone to go
child.
out and go, oh, come back in. Don't. It's pathetic.
great.
Grow up.
You're going to slow down nominations, so just come in.
Hate staying in the same fucking place all the time. This is so annoying.
This is nothing. This is Friday.
This is nothing. This is actually
You're going to be able to walk around for the
quickest
rest
it's
of the
ever been.
day. We're not going to be doing nothing else after this.
Sian, could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
So my second nomination is Akeem. We've had a lot more conversations recently and he's still not entertaining me. I feel like I need people that will keep me stimulated and he just doesn't do that for me. He tries to be funny sometimes and I like kind of cringe a little bit because I'm like, I want you to come out your shell, but don't try and be someone that you think people want to see. Just be yourself. And I feel like it's holding back a bit sometimes.
This is Big Brother. Housemates are reminded they are not permitted to wear sunglasses indoors.
Fuck's sake, man. Why is everyone targeting me today? Fucking hell.
That's not targeting, that's just rules.
Rules Happy now. Fucking annoying, man.
You're doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing, though. What are you expecting?
What do you mean?
You're leaving the room, walking outside when you're not supposed to, and they've already told you 2 days ago.
I'm only taking a walk.
What?
I'm taking a walk.
Yeah, but you know you're not supposed to, though.
Doesn't matter, I want to do what I want to do.
No one's targeting you. You're targeting yourself by doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing.
Doesn't matter, I'll do what I want.
That's why you're getting targeted then.
Good.
How longer this time, wasn't I?
Yeah, you started sprinting, didn't you, so you could beat the time?
I know.
This is Big Brother, and Tomas come to the door.
I'm coming, sweet lady.
Run!
Yeah, very Thomas-like.
My first nomination is Akeem. He's very competitive and very good at physical activities. He always gives 100% and really wants to win. He's very competitive and he's always quicker, faster, more agile. And I feel like if he's out of the house, I will have more chances of winning things myself. My second nomination will be Lewis. I find it very tedious that he is such a deep thinker. I like a deep conversation, but too much of it just really, honestly, gives me a headache. I don't like how he basically talks to Cameron. He's trying to make him grow up faster than necessary. I just don't feel like Cameron needs it, and I just don't think it's his place to voice so many opinions to an 18-year-old guy who still has his whole life to live and loads of things to learn by himself.
I couldn't eat Big Brother.
This is Big Brother, with Zoe coming to the diary room.
See you in an hour and a half, Zoe.
Yeah.
Oh, no, come on, girl. Try it.
Oh my God, I've got a splinter under my nail. Come on, Zoe.
And so that, we kept the drink.
All right.
I'm just thinking about doing something. I'm just thinking about doing something when Zoe comes back. What? I don't know whether I have the balls to.
Is it going to be funny?
Huh?
Is it going to be funny?
No.
Ah,
Yeah.
really?
It'll be a good time.
Just take a deep breath. Don't overthink it. Just take a deep breath.
But it depends if everyone gets up quickly or not.
Well, you're going to either have to tell him before Zoe gets in or stand at the door. And bearing in mind that he's going to want to leave as well, so you might get a negative reaction from him too.
Yeah, well, fuck him. I don't give a fuck about him. I'm not doing it for him.
That's what I'm saying, so just take on board that you might. And if you're going to address the room before Zoe gets in, because as soon as she comes, they're all going to leave anyway.
I don't know. I might bottle it.
Let's do it when you feel comfortable. You don't feel comfortable, then don't.
But I'm never going to feel comfortable with this. I didn't feel comfortable doing it. It's just I'm conscious everyone wants to get out for a cigarette.
That's what I'm saying. Is what, just ask the room now. Say, do you mind waiting until when Zoe gets back? I want to tell you or something.
Because then what if I bottle it?
Well, you've got to do it now. You've got to ask if they're going to be willing to stay when Zoe gets back. Just stand up and say it.
Come on, obviously, friend.
I'm not very good at this, I think, Lewis. My voice is not loud enough, Lewis, to say it.
For me, do.
Actually walk over to the nap.
What, ask him?
Yeah.
Go on.
Guys, when Zoe gets back and we all just hang about for a minute, something like that, obviously I want to address to you all.
Okay.
So instead, so when she gets back, don't just run for the door, 'cause obviously I want to say some other groups here.
Oh God, you're doing an Akeem.
He's pulling out legs.
I'm not honestly, I need the room's attention. Well, not me, so we need some.
Are you serious though?
Yeah, just hang about when Zoe gets back, don't run for the door.
Fucking pulling out leg.
I can't bottle it now. Can't bottle it now.
My first nomination is Sian. The reason for this nomination is because the other day she expressed that she didn't really like Lewis. She explained that he was an overthinker, he talks too deep, he repeats everything and it annoys her. It felt a little bit two-faced, a lot two-faced. It was very two-faced. And it just makes me feel that she could potentially be doing that to me. So that's why I'd rather not feel like that again. My second nomination is going to be Kennelly. She's normally really open and honest about feelings and like opinions and things like that. And because she hasn't expressed them to Lewis and she just went ahead and just went along for it for the cocktails, again, I feel like it's a bit two-faced. I feel like Kennelly doesn't actually like Lewis. I do see him as a friend. Does she feel the same about me? Because I've got the same things. I like a good, deep conversation. When something's on my mind, I do speak about it quite a lot. And I also suffer from anxiety. And it's made me really quite wary of her.
Zoe, you are free to leave the diary room.
Thank you. Oh, dear.
With 6 nominations each, Akeem and Lewis will face eviction. They will be joined by Kennelly, who was voted the least popular housemate in this week's secret viewer vote. All 3 will have the opportunity to save themselves in this week's Game Changer.
Zoe, can you sit down, please?
Lewis wants to talk.
He's fucking having us on.
So, if you could all be quiet a minute, because Cameron's got something that he wants to share with the group.
I don't know how I'm going to do this. It's very awkward and uncomfortable. I don't quite know how I'm going to say it, but obviously I've come in here, I've tried to be as open and honest as I can be, but obviously there's been one part that I've really been struggling with. I did naively think that I could get through the whole process without talking about it, but after about day 3 we had a coded conversation. It wasn't very coded, and probably if that was aired, the whole sort of the nation will already know, and family and stuff like that. And before I came in, I didn't really get a chance to tell everyone I wanted to, family and stuff like that. I only told my mum about, literally I think it was a couple of days before I came in. But because I've got such great connections with you, I want to be all honest with you. And I did have a chat with Lewis on, when was it, Thursday, and said to him, so the likelihood now is that everyone on the outside knows about it, so I think it's only right that you guys know about it. I do have an issue, for whatever reason, of saying a word, but I understand that when I say what I'm about to say, obviously, your reaction is all going to be a little bit different, and there's no right or wrong reaction. I don't mind how you react to this. It's a difficult situation. And I can't actually say the word because I don't know why, I just can't bring myself to do it. But I'll just spell it out because it's probably the easiest way for me to do it.
Do me ask you a question? Do me ask you?
And I just hope you will sort of think of me the same way.
Do me ask you?
Yeah, please.
Cameron, are you gay?
Yes.
I'm so proud of you, Cam. Honestly.
Oh my God, you're shaking.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Listen, it's all good.
I'm sorry for making a scene.
I'm so fucking proud of you, Cam. Oh my God.
Just enjoy yourself now.
Yeah.
Welcome, my homosexual friend. Join us in the rainbow. Let's get him, homosexuals! Let's get him! It's ours now! It's a homosexual hug, it's fine. We love you, boy. You know it.
We do.
We love you so, so much. I'm so proud of you. Now, stroke your stuff, go for it.
Thank you for everything you've done. I'm not going to do that now because I'll start crying.
Stop your fingers.
But you already know how.
I don't know. This is a pleasure, bro.
Oh my God! Come on!
I understand how much that would have taken them to just say that.
That was amazing, and you should be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Yes!
Well done, Cameron.
Yes! Feel really good, right?
I'm relieved.
See? I know the feeling.
And welcome to the rest of your life
of
truth from here on out, Cameron.
She's living it. Yes, queen.
Coming up, the housemates have a surprise for Cameron. 4:38 p.m. Isabella is already feeling homesick.
Oh, I'd love a picture of my best friend.
I mean, my pictures would destroy me right now. I mean, they will any time. A letter would ruin my life.
You'll be so distraught.
And I look like a baby when I cry, as evident in there about 30 minutes ago.
With a little tear in your eyes. Like, oh, it's okay, Mommy's got you. I'm actually your mother now. I'm your baby mother.
But enough of this sucking on the titty thing.
Okay, no, that's gonna be weird from now. No, absolutely not. You're grown up now. Now I can just feed you with a spoon.
Great, can't wait.
Lewis is talking to Big Brother.
So Cameron came out to the group that he was gay earlier. It's very emotional, very emotional. I can't explain it, you know. To be able to help someone like that, I've never felt like that before. I've never had that feeling, so yeah.
Do you think there'll be any celebrations tonight?
This is a big moment, man. We should have some fucking kind of special party or something. What do you think? I'll give all my coins in now for a party for Cameron.
Lewis, Big Brother would be willing to throw a party for Cameron, but it would come at the cost of 150 big coins.
Yeah, I'll pay. As long as he gets some cheesecake. He's wanted cheesecake since he's been in here.
Big Brother thinks it's money well spent.
My man.
$7:51 p.m. Unbeknownst to Cameron, Lewis F has shared his party plans with the rest of the house.
I really would have liked dessert. That would have just been perfect. It was really perfect, don't get me wrong. It was perfect. But it would have been more perfect.
Just a bit of cheesecake.
You would love a cheesecake right now.
I'd love a cheesecake.
What would you do for a cheesecake?
I think we'd all love a cheesecake.
What would you
right now.
actually trade for a cheesecake?
All my coins.
Really?
This is Big
Yeah.
Brother. Would Cameron come to the diary room?
I'm going to go in and
Truth
get
hour.
warm.
They want some tea.
I'm off for a shit.
Are you coming?
I'm staying in the smoking area.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yes, please.
did. I looked too.
Sorry? I'm very cold outside.
No running, no banging, nice and slow.
And don't giggle loads either, because that's
Is
the
he in
giveaway.
yet?
Nope.
Walk, no banging, no banging. Akeem, don't run, don't bang.
Hello, Cameron. How are you?
Sorry, I'm just going to quickly zip my thing up. Everything's in the wrong position. You know, I'm good, thank you.
Let's go.
Don't run. Fucking serious. Bad. Here, take. Just
Yeah,
what
let
I
me
can
give
do
him
with
the cheesecake,
mine
let me
now.
give him the cheesecake.
Oh, this is fucking fair play, Lou. Sorry.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Go, you guys. Go.
I'm going to hold the cheesecake and give him the cheesecake.
Keep it quiet, because he can hear.
How's your day been?
It's been very interesting, to say the least. Thankful for their reaction in the room today. Yeah, it was I didn't ever think I'd go through with it, but somehow I did. And yeah, no, I'm glad that I did in the end.
I go on the balloons. I like to know.
So thankful and grateful to how everyone reacted in the group. Everyone was amazing, incredible. The new housemates were equally as fantastic as they could. It was really nice to get that reaction. I hope there's people at home that if they've watched that have maybe felt inspired or even just felt a little less alone, because I know how alone you can feel. There were times where I genuinely did not see the light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, there was times in this process itself where I just could not see doing what I did today. The last 4 years of, you know, not to be dramatic, but pain and sadness and, you know, nights where like I'd go to bed and I didn't want to wake up. It's all kind of been worthwhile if I've managed to help out just 1 or 2 people feel like they aren't alone and that they can get through it, and that's just fingers crossed what's happened today.
To anyone that has gone through or is going through what you have, what would you say to them?
Just keep fighting. I know it's hard, I know that it's difficult. You can get through it and that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that when you do it, the reaction may be a lot better than you thought, and that there's so many people out there that are there for you and will support you no matter what the reaction is. And that at the end of the day, it doesn't have to define you. It doesn't have to be the thing that everybody remembers about you. It's just a part of you.
For everyone, yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Big Brother is very, very proud of you, Cameron.
Thank you.
If that's everything, Cameron, you are free to leave the diary room.
Thank you so much. Have a really good night.
We just haven't done this. Shh.
Big boy! Wow.
She looks so scared.
Well done, mate.
You jumped a fucking mile.
Not expecting that.
Look at you.
Look at your cheese. I've hooked you already,
Sorry, I'm getting confused. Oh, it's a cheesecake.
You got a cheesecake.
I actually got a cheesecake.
An
Wow.
actual cheesecake.
Incredible.
It's your night.
Right, who wants a bit? Thank you.
We love you, Cameron.
Oh, goodness me.
Nine or 9 p.m. Cameron's coming out party is in full swing.
You having a drink? Have one of these tonight, won't you? One of these? Bam, one, you have one. You have one of that? Oh, no. One of them. I'll be sick. One. Tonight, your party,
I've never witnessed someone coming out. Everyone I'm with is gay. Do you know what I mean? All of my friends are just gay. It's never been like being present at this time in someone's life. Like on the day, it's just so emotional.
Dogs, I'm not looking at you.
Oh. It literally just has made me cry.
Did you, I mean, right, so I'm straight, so I've never had to do it like that before.
Yeah.
And I felt like a weird sensation of relief for him.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you'll know what it feels like anyway.
But I don't, the thing is, it's slightly different because mine was so easy. I didn't struggle here. I didn't struggle with it. I don't think I ever actually, thought about it until now.
What about, what do you mean?
About, being gay and stuff. And how much of a big deal it feels like. Because I just told my mum and then moved away from where I was from. So I didn't have to tell anyone because I just moved to the new place as a gay person.
Yeah.
So I never came out to anyone. I just never thought about it until now. It's so weird. It's like my coming out party in my head as well.
Aww.
I'm so happy for it.
I know. Oh, look at him dancing. He's going to pull when he gets out of here.
Grab on and try! Now's the time, 'cause you're free! To do what you want to do! Woo! You got to live it your life!
I'm definitely taking him to heaven. The gay bar, not in a sexual way.
Yeah. Oh, I love him.
Just so proud of him. I wanted to just hug him. Genuinely, I feel like he's entering into proper adulthood here, and nothing's holding him back. He will become unapologetically him, and that's going to be beautiful, a beautiful transformation. He has now set his life out for himself and been honest with himself. It's bigger than all of us. It's a big moment for him. Some might say it's bigger than Big Brother. Who knows?
So if you want to do this properly, and you're eventually going to get into a position where you want like a relationship or whatever, you need to remember trust, honesty, and compromise. Build a good relationship, and also go on a few dates, and then maybe, obviously you're far away from it, but then have sex. Don't have sex right away, because then it's not going to work, ever. Obviously, wrap it up always. Don't have unprotected sex. Read up on gay rights, like maybe like the history and like situations in other countries. You want to know where you will be safe and also where you will have the most fun, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then what's next? Hold on. Gay rights, wrap it up.
You're like a school teacher, but for a lesson on.
Yeah, basically, you know, and also now the responsibility is on you. Because if you are in a situation where somebody is coming out or whatever, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Join us.
Hey. Oh, sorry. It's all my fault.
You're such an awkward person to hug, but I'm trying. I just want you to know what you did was amazing.
Thank you.
And you're going to change so many people's lives. I don't know I'm being cringy as fuck and I'm actually crying. But, like, you should feel so proud. And your family can be so proud.
Thank you.
Come here. And you're going to get a boyfriend in like 2 seconds because you're fit as fuck. I know
Thank
some
you so
people, I'll
much.
make some calls.
Yeah, she is right though.
Coming up.
Did you not watch the show?
No, I didn't watch the show.
If you did, you wouldn't behave like you're behaving because all you're doing is badly imitating Louis G.
Oh, I'm badly imitating Louis G. Oh, no!
11:01 p.m. Isabella is trying her very first vape.
Will I get her back again?
Smoke that, baby! Give me that back! Shit tonight! She thought she was... Fucking hell!
She's still going!
Is that like one of the strongest ones?
Kian is excited about Cameron's future.
He genuinely is going to make someone very happy someday, I think. I think he's very head switched on and very empathic, and I think he's going to be a good lad to another lad. Like, I really do think he is. I really do. I think they're going to be so lucky.
It's going to be a massive weight off his shoulders. Nah, he can go out and fucking live his life.
I just love him. I love everything about him.
If you were a drink, what would you be?
I would be a...
Jaeger bomb.
Yeah, ready to explode. 100%.
What would I be?
You would be...
Gone off wine.
No, you would be a sweet little daiquiri.
Would I?
Yeah.
Would I actually?
Yeah, because you're sweet.
Do you think I'm sweet?
Yeah, I like you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Promise?
Promise it might change.
You'd definitely be a shot, though.
Oh.
Some sort that makes you go,
woo! I'm calm though at the minute, you know?
No, you're in good form, and do you know what? Like, you've come out your shell a bit more. I think you're more comfy. I know, it is so scary walking in like we did.
I wasn't scared, I was just...
No, but we're walking, you've got to remember, like, in the wild, like, pack of wolves,
Yeah.
if a new wolf comes in, they normally have a fight, don't they? They normally square up. I
But
think we were just...
there's a difference. Everyone's here a wolf, I'm a lion.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Guess what I am? A white tiger.
Ooh!
Oh, saucy.
A lion will always be a white tiger, wouldn't
Oh,
it?
would it fuck?
Do you think a lion would be a tiger?
Yeah?
No.
Just remember, lion, king.
(11:21 p.m. Kian has an important question for Cameron.
So, Cameron, are you gay?
We're going to answer again. It's too many times, yes.
Oh dear.
I am too.
I was shitting myself. I was actually shaking for like...
Your eyes, no, like literally, it was actually funny. Like, well, it wasn't fucking funny. I was in the moment with you, but like you were shaking. But like even your eyes were shaking. Even like little pupils were like this. Like everything was shaking. I knew what was happening. I got fucking nervous.
I didn't know whether I'd go through with it. But in the moment he said, I thought I'm going to kind of... I asked him obviously to say. I thought I'm going to have to.
You handled it really well. I hope you know that everything that you said, you just handled it really well. And we can get to know each other a bit more now.
Hussein has his eye on Thomas.
See that little badge on your little...
My little booby?
Your little booby?
Yeah.
It's gonna be off real soon.
We are going out together, I'm pretty sure about that.
Yes.
We are going out with the fucking swing, but we are going. Bye. Bye to us. It's okay, though.
It's okay.
Listen, however, if I can save myself, again, some fucking miraculous way, I will fucking do it.
Okay, I make a deal with you now, yeah? If I win a task and I'm safe, and I get to choose one person to save, yeah? If I choose you, you gotta promise me to choose me in return.
Listen, let's talk about deals another day, because to work with me, you need to get my trust, and then I will have your back no matter what happens,
Are we
right?
not on the same wavelength?
I just feel like you're not gonna keep your loyalties.
Really?
Yeah, because you came in with like, I don't owe anybody anything. Do you know what I mean? But I'll just like I said to some people, because they call me a game player, you know, playing people, whatever. I said, I'm not going to tell you otherwise, I'm just going to show you that it's not the case. So, don't talk to me, show me, and then we can talk from there.
Okay.
"12:39 a.m. Sean and Isabella are talking about Hussein.
I've met a million lads like him. And me and Kenny have this little joke where he's a shop boy. You know, like, you know the big group of lads, where they're proper lads. Everyone looks up to him, and they're all like, every weekend they're like, "Way, they're the boys." And then they've got that one boy that they sent to shop. That's him.
Yeah.
Because he wants to be in the group, and he is cool, and he is this and he's that, but he's not that boy. I'm never going to be intimidated by him.
No.
He's never the boy that can tell me what to do. He's never going to be the boy that can annoy me in any way. I'll just be like, yeah, like you can tell he wants to look good at all times. That's an insecurity.
Yeah, it's like 5 different outfits.
It's an insecurity. You want to wear sunglasses, it's an insecurity.
Lewis and Brooke are having a cuddle.
I say, can you get me a glass of water, please, bro?
No.
Just some tap shit. Nice one. Love you. So glad you're here. I actually wouldn't trust that drink now. Literally not drinking it.
Oh, he's being funny over there, isn't he?
Yeah, I can see him.
Have a look what he's
No,
doing.
he's getting you a glass, to be fair to us.
I'm not trusting it.
He's literally done.
He didn't do anything to it, us.
Prove it.
He's drunk.
Wagwan, my friend.
Did you not get Lewis a glass?
Who?
Oh.
Just put this next to my other glass of water. Hey.
Did you not watch the show?
No, I didn't watch the show.
If you did, you wouldn't behave like you're behaving, because all you're doing is badly imitating Lewis G. You're doing it miserably.
Badly imitating Lewis G.
You
Oh,
are.
no. Oh,
You are. It's
no.
badly replicating Lewis G.
Oh, I'm a replica.
No, you're a bad
I'm
replica.
a copycat.
You're failing miserably.
Man is a copycat.
You're failing miserably.
He's a copycat. The only difference is he was a joker. I'm the king.
Tomorrow night.
I'm sick of this bullshit. I just started getting into a nice environment of being myself and having fun and getting to know everyone, and then someone else comes in and it's, I'm not playing the game, I'm going to be the king of the game. And now everybody else is playing the game, and now I'm stuck in this stupid fucking game. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off.
OK. From the confines of the Big Brother house to a new life in the wild, Ben Fogle meets Julienne, who's ditched Western modernity to become a Buddhist monk in Thailand. New tomorrow night at 9:15. Next, Calabro's Jamie Lambert joins Rylan for BB Bots. Stay right where you are.